the cursed crossroads where souls collide. See the Prince of Darkness, see the Prince of Lies, while the world lies sleeping and the moon's aglow. There you may meet with the devil, you know. When your heart is quaking and your soul can't rest, open up the pages of the devil you know best. People face their demons as each tale unfolds, but the devil's in the details, and their fate's been sold. Yeah, their fate's been sold, and they're lost to hell. That's the deal you have to make with the devil you know well.
Once upon a modern time, in a little cul-de-sac, black characters from myth and rhyme decided to come back. They moved into a cuter house, they bought a boat and car, they got a job, they got a spouse, they're ready to go far. This modern life, with all its strife, is wilder than before. You won't forget the day you met the fables next door. You won't forget the day you met the fables next door.
Ladies and gentlemen, Phoenix Brats is in the house. Now, Nick, I was gonna say one thing, and then I was gonna say a third thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with Phoenix Press because I don't know. Are you changing your name for cosmetic purposes here?
What do you mean?
It says Nick Phoenix. It doesn't say, you know, what I used to say.
I've been going by Nick Phoenix or Phoenix for a while now, but professionally I go by Nick Gibson, you know.
Okay. I didn't want to like accidentally do any doxing if there was a change going on.
Oh, no. I mean, I'd like to just go by Nick Phoenix, but like the Gibson name's already been out there well enough. That cat's out of the bag.
You know, if you're going by Nick Phoenix, first of all, you're in the wrong business. Second of all, there should be like a 6-foot dame knocking on your door every Friday night with a murdered husband that you've got to go find. That's Nick Phoenix's show.
Objection.
No, not the lawyer. You don't be the lawyer. You want to be the PI. They have more fun.
No, I thought you were referring to Phoenix Wright. Sorry.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Would not do that. So
dang it, I wanted to be an ace attorney.
That would be. I would do that if I could, like, you know, be on the Suits show. That made attorneys look fun. Also made it look.
You just want Donna as your secretary. That's what you want. You want Donna.
Who doesn't? Yeah, as my secretary. We'll go with that. That'll work. You could have stopped that sentence halfway through, and it still would have been correct. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to.
I'm going to be honest with you. Donna is kind of too much woman for me to handle. So, yeah. I'm out.
Well, I'm willing to take the risk and see.
You're willing to play with the fire. I mean, literally a phoenix, and even I don't want to play with that fire.
Yeah. Well, you know, she's a redhead, so you know.
Very much so.
That's already a +6 to whatever she rolls.
I mean, I'm literally the man who created the Digicast, so I think I know a thing or two about redheads.
Well, usually we have people on to talk about their Kickstarter or their Indiegogo, their comic book. Your new comic is your graphic novel is it's not there. It's elsewhere.
Where is it?
It's folks, if you want to find out where it's at, don't scroll down. Don't read ahead. Don't read ahead of the class. But
No,
Nick
no.
is one of the handful of people who have begun to use Critical Blast Publishing, uh, which has been around for 4 years, sending books out of the gaping hole in the industry. And we're now doing, well, not now doing, but we are doing graphic novels, and we're now making people aware that we can do graphic novels.
You're ramping it up.
I'm ramping it up, and it's you would not believe the graph. I mean, we're still small time, but I'm like, we're at a position where we're over twice as many books this month as we sold last month, and the month's not over. Granted, it was February.
Wow.
I
mean, when you only sell one book a month and you sell two, I mean, that's double.
Yeah. We also sold more books this year than we did all of last year, and it's only March.
Wow.
So yeah, this ramping it up. We got aggressive. We talked with you. We talked with other people, and we've got all their books in the system. Some of them are just in crowdfunding form. But when they do hit retail, they'll join the rank of the sales. Of course, Wayne Klingman is in the chat, who is also one of our guys. He does the true crime books, The Mafia in Hollywood. He's also done Buffalo Mob, which Wayne, I don't know if I showed you, but I actually got that now. I can't. Okay, if I try to drag it out, I'm going to cause an avalanche of books. Oh, well, the heck with it. Just do it. Just do it.
So how's everyone doing tonight while he fumbles around?
Yeah, this hardcover, this oversized hardcover with art of mobsters in here from the Buffalo Mob, which apparently is like it's a current case going on in Buffalo, New York right now. So it's timely, and Wayne is doing a podcast on that. So I almost pushed all these books off the open back of the shelf here, and they would have been like behind the cabinet, and that would have been fun to pick up later, because then I wouldn't be able to pick them up and show them throughout the broadcast to show what we're doing. We just got yours out there. I mean, it's been live since Tuesday. So Amazon picked it up Wednesday. Barnes & Noble picked it up Wednesday. Walmart picked it up yesterday. Other people are going to pick it up. They're different chains. They're slow. They pick up on a weekly basis or a daily basis.
We're just getting started.
I don't have a copy myself yet. I will, because I get a
I
copy
don't
of
have a
everything.
copy myself.
I know. This is not fair. When we did The Devil You Know Best, I was like, okay, author copies are ordered. When they come in, I'll ship them out. Got them in, I shipped them out. Authors didn't wait. They went to Amazon. They're like, I got my copy. I'm like, no, you don't. I haven't sent it yet. Like, oh, I bought it off Amazon. I'm like, well, crap.
Yeah.
But now they have signed copies, so which makes them more fun.
I've always kind of wanted to be like that author, to where like they go into a bookstore and like stealth sign their books, and they post on Twitter like, "Oh, I was just in the Cleveland Airport bookstore. I stealth signed 5 of the books. Have fun."
I always figured if I did that, they would be like, "Who are you?" I'd be like, "I'm this guy." They're like, "No, you're not. Quit defacing our books." And then I have to buy them all.
It's like, do you see the author picture? You shaved your beard.
I trimmed it up. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have an author picture on any of my books, so that would be an even bigger problem. I'm going to share. I'm going to share the screen here just to show what it is we're looking at, because otherwise, I have nothing to share. Look at this, folks. This is Amazon. 2100 Samurai, Big Trouble in Neo Detroit paperback. We are almost done with the conversions, by the way, to take that and add to it. So you'll have a hardcover and you'll have a manga sized. No, wait, not hard. Now I don't know. I've got to talk with the creative department.
I thought we were doing hardcover.
This might be then we're doing hardcover. This is definitely the paperback. This is the comic size paperback.
Yeah, I don't think a hardcover would be that cheap.
No, it wouldn't be. This is the only version that exists right now, though, is what I'm saying. So we will have, take it down here.
You got any links you can put in the chat?
Yes, I do. I can put them in the chat. They're right below the video, but we'll get them in this size, and we'll get them in this size. So you've got your traditional manga and your pocketbook and a hardcover. So there'll be, I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and say there'll be 4. There may be only 3, but let's go ahead and say 4 because we've got 4 that we can do.
Yeah.
I'll put this link in the chat, the one I just pulled up. And yes,
Mm.
folks, when I do Amazon links, just so that Amazon doesn't get angry with me or their lawyers, they are affiliate links, which means that, we make an extra nickel. It doesn't come out of Nick's money. It comes out of Amazon's advertising budget. So
Mm.
yeah,
Okay.
when people click this, Amazon says, "Oh, you sent us here. We will give you a nickel for doing that."
Yeah.
Uh,
And if enough people buy it off Amazon, they'll be like, "Huh, we should stock up on these." And all of a sudden, they buy extra copies.
That's what they should do, and and I think Amazon's the only one that does that to maintain an inventory. Everyone else might actually draw off of Amazon's inventory. For instance, I'm not sure that this place out of Bentonville, Arkansas, I don't know if they maintain an inventory or not, but they
No.
do definitely have 2100 Samurai on their website. So if you are a Walmart
What are you talking
customer-
about? I have seen pictures of in Arkansas. There is an entire warehouse. We're talking like 3 football field size, and it's nothing but this book.
That
By the
would
way,
be
I'm
DC
joking.
16.
For
That would
the
be DC
lawyers-
1601.
For the lawyers, I am joking. By the way, that's for the lawyers.
And they want you to buy it. They didn't just warehouse it to boost the sales up. They want people to actually get it.
You bought 500,000 copies of what?
What are we going to do? Well, I guess we can sell them at half off. And with the discount that they get, they can sell things at half off and still make
I
a
swear, if
profit.
I see this book at Ollie's, I will be mad.
Oh, I don't want that to happen, man.
No,
I would be mad
no.
too. But here's the thing: if you see it at Ollie's, don't worry about it because it's already been bought by the people who sold it to Ollie's.
Yeah, but it's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign. You don't want that. It's also here at Barnes and Noble. So if you're wherever you buy your books, you can search for 2100 Samurai, Big Trouble in Neo Detroit. I have found that sometimes new books don't get high ranking listing if you search specifically by their title. It just doesn't come up.
I don't know. Like when this book came out, like before the book came out, whenever I searched Torn Samurai, I had to like specifically go into the books. But nowadays, if I search Torn Samurai on Amazon, this is the first thing that pops up.
Okay. Well, I've had a lot of books where I had to say, The Devil You Know Best Critical Blast. And it's like, that one. That way I don't go through like 20 dozen romance novels and a business.
Well, that's your fault for having a generic title. So
I know. It was way too generic. Yeah, there's not another 2100 Samurai out there.
No.
So if you get a page of like, just samurai history books, probably it means that they haven't got the book in their system yet.
Yeah.
But these 3 places, it's there. It's Bible, and you should get it because look at the cover. Look at that cover. That is the coolest looking thing.
That is a beautiful cover. Like, look at also, like, whoever did the graphic design, they did a really good job.
Now, tell me about that. That was, let me just, can we zoom in on that graphic design? No, we cannot. Maybe Amazon will let me zoom in on the graphic design and get big. Okay.
Yeah, let me grab the artist who did that, because like I was on Drawn and Quartered, and that was one of the guys did that, and I just loved it. It's like I was kind of wanting to do like an art style of like that anyway, and the guy just nailed exactly what I was kind of looking for, and he gave me permission to use it. But I want to share some love. I'm gonna it's by E. Hawkins. I'm gonna post his Instagram link in the comments, and if you like that, please go follow this guy. He's a really nice guy. I'm gonna send this to you on Twitter, and then you can do what you need to do. Because I can't post it. All right.
Oh, because you don't have a wrench.
Yes, I am not wrenched. I am not important enough. But yeah, so that's the guy who did that art. Big shout out to him. Please check out his stuff. Show him some love. He's a great guy.
There he is. So this this collects 2100 Samurai issues 1 and 2. You were
Mhm.
what issue have you up now? Because I want to say 3, but I think it's 4. I'm
I'm
not sure.
working on 4 right now.
Working on 4. We did 3. Um, and 3 was the beginning of the new story arc, which is
The Vow.
um, the Vow. That's going to be a little longer than 2 issues, right?
Yeah, that's 3 issues. We're currently on like the middle portion, the Empire Strikes Back part, if you will. And then part 3 is going to come out next year, and that will complete the arc,
Perfect.
complete volume 1.
Now, see, folks, this is why I want you to get 2100 Samurai Big Trouble in Neo Detroit, because if it doesn't sell, Nick's not going to want to come to us with the other 3 issues and make the second hardcover. That would so I need to induce Nick to want to do that. So please hit the links below and pick up this book.
Yeah, like I'm planning on releasing volume 1, but like I don't know if this doesn't sell, I might just go with someone else.
I know. He might go to like Simon and Schuster or something.
Who knows? I might need to rip it up.
Got to do so, you got to do something. And here's the thing. Even if you're on Amazon and Kickstarter have one thing in common. They don't sell your stuff. They host your stuff and take money from people, but you sell your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you're on Amazon or Kickstarter, it's always you and, in this case, us also behind you trying to get out there and tell people this exists. You want this? Here's where you go get it. And you do not have to wait 2.5, 3 months, years to get it. You click the order button from Amazon. Amazon said, "Here's your tracking," and it's on its way. If you've ever bought from Amazon, you know how it works.
Yeah,
very,
I'm used to pounding the pavement, so I sell a lot of. I'll actually go to a show tomorrow, and I'll be selling my stuff there.
okay. So I have something that I need to send to you then, because you're going to a show and you want to sell books. What are you gonna? You don't have this book on you, so how are you going to get people to go buy it?
How? How? Please tell me how I can do that.
I'm going to. I'd be happy to. You. I'm assuming you have access to a printer of some kind.
Maybe not at right now, but
Okay. There's a Kinko's near you. We'll say that, right?
I'm sure.
Okay. I'm going to copy this image. I'm going to put it in your DM. That image, that QR code, for those who are wondering what's he sending, it's a QR code, and that goes to the Ingram store. The Ingram store is the very first link you see below. When you click on the Ingram store to buy 2100 Samurai, you're buying direct from the printer. You're going to get it from them. They box it up. They ship it out. We're not doing fulfillment on this. This is a totally different company than Critical Blast Logistics. This is Critical Blast Publishing. Never the twain shall meet, except when they do. So they say, "Great, you want the book? Here's the cost. Here's the shipping," and Nick will get a whole lot bigger profit pie than he does from Amazon, because it's Amazon. You got to share you got to pay them to sell your book.
Jeff Bezos has to pay his hookers.
Exactly. So, God, it feels good to be a Bezos. It must be nice. Anyhow,
I mean,
you've
literally
got that.
one of the richest man on the planet. So yeah.
And Wayne is correct. Yes, we sell our stuff. They just host it for us. So I'm at a loss to ask about the book, because I want to say, how's it doing? First thing is that I know how it's doing, and secondly, it just came out this week, so we can't.
I mean,
say
for
that,
just coming out, it's not
ridiculous.
like you told me the numbers. We're not going to quote them, but like that's not doing too bad actually.
Yeah, for it just got released and it's selling. So that's why actually we want to put out the other versions of it, because we have other books here, and I will show, not a competitor, just a peer in the industry, right? And here we go. So we have this thing called Grayscale. Came out a couple years ago. 2 issues, and we're like, what are you doing with it? Like, nothing. It's a dead project. Well, why don't we publish it? Okay, same deal as we, talked with you about. They got the hardcover. This is not 8.5 by 11. This is comic book size. They got the soft cover, and they've got the pocketbook. We sell in all 3 of these. Every single one of these has sales against the size. So, people might come in and see the hardcover. They're like, ooh, looks good, but, I'm not a hardcover kind of guy. Oh, paperback, that's cheaper. Oh, this is much cheaper, but that's smaller. I'll take that one in the middle. You have these are all addressing different markets. You've got people who like the pocketbook because it fits in the hip pocket. They're traveling readers. They're not collector readers. This is for the collector reader. Very, very nice hardcover. And just to show what the interior colors can be like, Nick's like, you're not showing my book, showing somebody else's book, but it's an example, okay? I would be showing Nick's book every 3rd page because I'm not.
Wait. We got to do the meme. Here's where I'd be showing Nick's book if I actually had it.
Yes. See, it's right here. I'm going to get it very soon. It's on order, actually, as is yours. So they'll give us a tracking number eventually. It's always fun ordering from them, from the publisher perspective, because we're the ones who like get the last bit of attention. Probably because we're just ordering in like, 1s and 2s, and they're like, yeah, Amazon wants a whole bunch and Walmart wants a whole bunch, so they get printed faster. They are getting better, I will say that. I've seen things turn around within a week now. So
nice.
Maybe it's the fact that we're not publishing 1 book a year, we're publishing 17 a month. That we might be, higher on their list now. So we'll pay attention to that and monitor that as it goes along. But have you had any books on Amazon before, in Barnes & Noble before? Is this? Bless you.
Well, thank you, sir. I've had digital versions of my books on Amazon. But that's about it. But as far as like physical, actual books, this is the first.
Okay. So I'm struggling to ask this in a way that doesn't make it sound like make Nick promote us. But what does this do for you that you didn't have going before? What advantages have you got now, if any?
Well, I would say, it's certainly a milestone for me. Like, obviously, it's my first trade paperback, so that's kind of like an important like milestone on any like writer's journey. Sure. It's the first time it's been in bookstores. I will say the assistance I received, where you guys basically kind of like turn the comic into a book, your graphic design stuff was really great.
Thank you.
You packaged it up in a really nice way. You guys are great to work with, you and your partner. And this is kind of just like another step for me, like I said. So now I have a book available in like Barnes & Noble, Amazon. It's another step of legitimacy. And now, if all things go well, this is another source of potential recurring revenue from me, because imagine it sells 1,000, 10,000, higher maybe, who knows.
And you don't have to have a room full of inventory to ship.
Yes, exactly. And it's something that we did it, and it's kind of like a set and forget it kind of thing, And now I potentially have a source of passive income.
That's the goal.
Yes, exactly.
And Nick can tell you that right up until the moment that it was on sale, he gets sick of us, because we're like, this is where it's at right now. We need your approval, because every step of the way was like this is what we did, and Nick's like, okay, yeah, that's good, or what the hell, that's not what I gave you, and then we fix it. So nothing's going to press without the creator's approval. This is you maintain full control, you maintain full copyright. This is your book. You say stop tomorrow, we stop, and we don't sell no more.
Continue.
Okay, we'll continue. Oh, I smiled and that hurt.
Oh, there's
My
something you might want to check out on Twitter. I may have cooked up a meme for you.
I will. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. If I actually had it, yes, I'll retweet that because I don't have it.
Can you show it off on the
Ah,
stream?
I, the tweet, sure, I can show that up.
The meme or whatnot,
Yeah. Yes, I just got.
I put a whole 20 seconds worth of work in it.
I know. I know what that's like to put effort into a meme, and then nobody sees it. Yep, there it is. Here's where it is. If I actually had it. Oh, I did my own meme today, but I can't put it up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When we were talking about that, like my mind instantly went to that meme. Like, I gotta create it, so I loaded up Meme Generator and plugged it in.
Meme generators, like, yeah, I've used it. I've used it a lot, but it's more fun for me to actually open up PowerPoint and then do something stupid like this. It's like, yeah. And this is about a trailer. This is just about a trailer. This is just being silly and goofy. I'm not making any political statement. I'm not running anybody down. I'm just getting in on the little bit of fun that people were having commenting on this
Sure.
comic book trailer. So, first they put the birdies into Murph, and then we said to birds, open the Murphs and let the birdies go play. Yeah, okay. Enough Swedish chef. Sell books, man. Sell books. We hope not just you, but that guy. I wish him the
Buy
best.
my book. Buy my book.
Yes. No, he does not live in Arkansas. He lives closer to you. I'm not going to dox him, but he's a northerner. I'm the Yankee.
I live in Michigan.
Okay. Well, Wayne lives in Wisconsin. So just, follow the scent of cheese and walk that direction. And
All right.
um,
Cheese and a very well and a very talented football team.
yes, they do have that. Are you in the mitten or are you in the funny shaped thing?
I'm not in the boot. I am in the mitten.
Okay. That's where everybody.
That's the best part. The best part, literally, it's like right around like in Metro Detroit area. So that's what I love about. This is what I love about it. See, thank God I don't live in Florida. I'd be like, well,
I say people from Italy, they're like, yeah, I live right about here. Yeah, Florida. Ooh, and then you got to make sure you face the right way because otherwise it makes no sense.
See, I live right at the tip. I was afraid you were about to do a spit take. I'm sorry.
Pensacola. Okay. Oh, Wayne, you're thinking ahead of me now. Thinks we should do a comic book convention.
I'd attend, but it's a little bit too far for me.
It is. That's the thing. It's a far drive. We thought about it once. I mean, we had two. Last year, we had Drunk 3PO came through to do signing for his book before we could pack it. A few months after that, Renee came through with Fiendish #2, and we took delivery of a bunch of stuff from her. And tons of fun each time when they were both here. And I kept saying, we got to get you both here at the same time, and we'll rent a Lions Hall, and we'll do a mini con, and we'll just pop up con and just say we're here and see who shows up.
Yeah.
But I bet somebody would.
By the way, I'm going to name it for you right now. Critical Con.
Critical Con. I can live with it. We've got logos ready to go. We're rolling out. Right there. We got the new logo we're working on.
Or either that or BlastCon.
BlastCon. Yeah, it's yeah. Okay, so like when I came up with Critical Blast, I'd been working for like 14 years for a place called thetrades.com with a hyphen. I was like, we got to get rid of that hyphen. It's killing us. No one, you got it. Because if you went to, there was another site, thetrades.com with no hyphen, and everybody went there if you told them you were working for them.
Mm-hmm.
So when that guy decided he wanted to shut it down, he just wanted to close off. I was like, well, I'm not done. So I just opened up my own Drupal account site, and I brainstormed a whole bunch of different ideas that had to do with, like being critical of movies and books and comics and putting things on blast. And I was like, this was the first thing that was available that was wide open on all the socials. So like nobody's grabbed this one yet. I marked all the socials. So when Twitter says it's my birthday, it's literally the birth of this website.
See, the reason I'm called the Phoenix Press instead of just Phoenix Press is
Yeah.
because when I was looking for web domains, Phoenix Press wasn't available, but thephoenixpress.com was. So I own that. I own that domain, and that's why I'm the Phoenix Press.
Yep, it's a different word, Mark. It's a little word, but it means something. So it's like and that's another whole rabbit hole discussion is trademarks and such. I mean, you think that Sonic has the trademark on Sonic? No, they do not. Some other company
It
has
depends
the
on
trademark
like it depends on like the industry you're in, because like if you're talking about like Sonic the fast food joint is different than Sonic the character, because trademarks is all about brand confusion. Like,
yes.
Like let's say I created a plumber called Hario, and he kind of stuff, or let's say I created a very fast character called Chronic.
He'd be a very
Death
slow
Job.
character. He'd be taking it easy.
But you get the idea.
Yeah, Chronic, the bad guy's here. Take it easy, man.
Maybe I can. Does he know how to puff pass?
Yeah, exactly. But let's just talk about Sonic. You got Sonic the restaurant. You've got Sonic the Sony character. They both have clothing, so they both have a trademark that allows them to do clothing. But the thing is that neither one of them has the trademark on Sonic. Sony has a trademark on Sonic the Hedgehog, and
Sega
restaurant has Sega. I'm sorry, I'm not a game player, so that's why I screw that up. Sega's got that. The restaurant is literally Sonic service at the speed of sound. Big long word mark. No one's going to duplicate that. And I don't know why I know that. I just did. I recently looked up all this stuff because people were talking about trademarks, and I wanted to bone up on what was what.
Like for example, I technically could open up a McDonald's Brothers mechanic shop.
Yes, you absolutely could.
Technically,
you wouldn't be able to use the little golden arches thing. But so funny story. And maybe not so much, but it was to me. Trademark is there's international and then there's U.S. trademark law is totally different from international. There was a fellow in I want to say Scotland whose name was McDonald, and he opened a restaurant, and it was McDonald. It was a McDonald's restaurant. The corporation said, no, you can't do that. We are McDonald's restaurant. And Scotland said, yeah, did you get the express permission from the McDonald's clan to open your restaurant? What? Oh, in Scotland, you've got to have the permission from the leaders of the clan before you can use the name for a trademark. They had not. McDonald's found themselves in a sticky situation where they would not be able to call themselves McDonald's unless they backed the F off of this guy who did have the permission from the clan because he was a family member. There were no McDonald's running McDonald's. It was Ray Kroc. Just watch The Founder. That's a great movie.
Oh yeah. So there's also I remember this one story from like from years back. So there was this small lingerie store called Victor's Secret, and the Victoria's Secret sued him when, in all legality, he probably would be fine. Like if not because it's legally distinct, it could fall under parody laws as well.
Also, somebody's name.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I hope Victor did well.
Yeah, but then there's the other end of the law is what you can what you can enforce. So like you have all these big corporations with a lot of money, even if they're in the wrong, they can still like just sue you and bury you in legal fees and kind of thing.
Yeah, they can do a Superman Captain Marvel thing, which is what National Periodical did. They Shazam, the Shazam character was very distinct from Superman. No one was mixing him up. And they would have lost that lawsuit if it wasn't for the fact that National had more money than Fawcett and just sued them into oblivion with legal fees.
Yeah, the
They
same thing
couldn't
happened
afford
in the video game space. Because in the late 90s, there's this thing called the Bleem emulator, which allowed you to play like PlayStation 1 games on your Dreamcast, your PC, and your Mac. Sony sued the pants off of them, but Sony actually lost. But the thing is, by the time that was over, Bleem was out of money. So Sony ended up buying Bleem after that and shuttering it.
Yeah, putting the project away. Tim Olson in the chat. What's up, Tim? I'll tell you what's up. Sales of Melvin, Timothy Olson's own project, which, by the way, also carries this handy hard to do in the mirror, isn't it? Critical Blast logo here. I'm loving seeing that everywhere I turn now. I'm just buried with books. I ordered a copy of everything. Yeah, and
there are worse problems.
Yeah, you talk about hitting the pavement. Tim has been hitting the internet hard with all the links to Melvin that are out there. Every time I see it somewhere else, I'm like, "Hey Tim, you know you can get Melvin at this place?" And he's all over the internet with it, saying, "Hey guys, come get Melvin right here." So I'm sure you'll do the same. I've seen the enthusiasm with which you announced the Barnes and Noble thing. So
yeah, that was nice.
And I loved, as soon as you put it up, one guy says, "Bought." I'm like, yes.
I mean, heck, I remember like when I had the Amazon pre-order link, I shared in the group. My friend Jared just bought it immediately. So, like, I already know my local library. The guy who orders the adult comics, he's already planning on purchasing it for his spring order. So, like, my local library is going to have it. So that's going to be cool.
There you go. Yeah, I was stupid when I was first doing books years ago. I was like, well, I'm going to, take some copies around to the local libraries and donate them. I'm like, they buy books. They have the government pocketbook. You just tell them that, hey, I want this book, and they'll go get it.
I mean, in also in my defense, I'm actually really tight with like the person who orders the adult comic books there. Like, he's also a comic book creator himself. Shout out to my buddy Cam. He Cam Comics. He does really cool stuff. So like, obviously I'm tight with him. He's like, yeah, I'll buy it, kind of thing.
That's what you want. You want a comic book nerd in your library to buy your comics. Tim, go to your library, see who's buying the graphic novels, and show them this because guess what? This time next week, this is going to have a brother as Melvin 2 hits the streets. It's already been approved in the system. It will be on sale Tuesday. So Tim is moving forward with all of the Melvins, and we can't wait to do Melvin 3. So we can't wait to do. There's this owl chick. I really want to see her get a hardcover graphic novel version real soon.
Well, I got to finish the story first. We're doing issue 3 later this year. There's going to be 4 issues in that one. So I'll be finishing volume 1 of both of them next year. And then the year after that, we'll see what happens.
That's going to be fun. So you got plenty of time to have somebody do a special cover. You realize that, right?
Well, here's the thing. If I have the money, so like let's say a lot of people buy a lot of copies of this book for the Screecher trade. Here's who I have in mind to do the cover of the Screecher trade. Okay, actually it's 2 people. One to do the trade, one to do the manga. Okay, and this is just money's no object. Okay,
sure.
I want Scott McDaniel to do the cover for the Screecher trade. He's the guy who did Nightwing back in the day with Chuck Dixon. So really good. And then you're gonna like what I'm about to say. So for the manga version, I want Rini to do the cover.
Yes, of course.
Because the manga and the trade are gonna. Well, I'm sorry. No, that's Returned Samurai. So okay, I'm just gonna say this. If you guys buy enough copies of Returned Samurai, I don't really have a number. I will hire Rini to do the cover for the manga version because I want separate covers for the manga and the trade to incentivize people to buy both.
Yeah, Now you're talking about the manga version of.
Toward Samurai.
Okay, so you're gonna redo your interiors?
Oh, I haven't told you what I'm doing for the. So
No.
one of the important reasons why I want to have this version out is issues 1 and 2 are going to go under heavy revamp for the full version. Issue 1 is going to be completely redrawn because starting with issue 3, we started with like the shading and whatnot.
Right.
I'm going to do that, the blood and steel kind of stuff, and then issue 2 is going to be shaded with the red. Maybe redraw some things here, but issue 1 is going to be completely redone from the ground up. Issue 2 is going to be reshaded, colored, and then relettered. So we're going to freshen up a little bit. Maybe do some tweaks for the rest of the stuff. Not so much needed, but like, so basically everything will be uniform. It'll be shaded. It'll be like with the limited colors with the red. And that's going to be what I'm going to do for Turn Samurai.
Nice. Yeah, that will look great in a manga because
and
it'll be thick because it'll be the whole thing, won't it?
Yeah, the Scott McDaniel, that's for the Screecher trade, by the way.
Right. Although now I see, when Rainey was here, I commissioned her to join her artwork with my Batgirl collection. So I have a Rainey Batgirl bust hanging up in my storage unit with all my other Batgirl pictures that there's no room for here.
Well, I will say,
don't ask. It's not an obsession.
I will say, if I don't do Scott McDaniel, the backup is going to be Joam Sontag. Because like
he's good too.
Joam Sontag is a really good artist. I'd love for him to do a Screecher thing. It's either going to be one of those two, but yeah. Or I mean, heck, I don't know. But like, I know for Torn Samurai, I want to have separate covers for each of the two major versions.
Now, how long is your Screecher arc? I mean, is that an ongoing with multiple arcs, or is it full story in 4?
It's basically I have like a volume 1 tells a story. I mean, it's going to keep going, but it's just like a kind of complete middle and end, and then there'll be a part 2, like a volume 2. I can have an idea for that. It's an ongoing, but that's just going to be in volumes.
Very cool. So I'm trying to think. Since we're not selling anything on a crowdfunder, I can't say what else is on this tier. It's the book. It's the book, people. You can get the book, and you can get it. You can order it tonight and have it by Tuesday, probably. That's the real kicker here, is that this book is done. This book is on sale. That's what we do. If you are a creator who has had a crowdfunder and you've done it, and now you're like, now what? Because your Kickstarter, your Indiegogo is not making you any money now. Your story is over. We can give that story a second life and a passive income for you. So just hit us up and do for you what we're doing for Nick, what we're doing for Tim, what we're doing for Wayne. So all creators are here tonight.
The thing that I'm looking forward to is I'm probably going to put in an order for you by like, probably like 20 copies or something and sell them at conventions.
Yeah. And okay, well, let me add to that. The creators who go through us, by the way, they in perpetuity have the right to order copies at cost, which means I don't make any money. They say, I need 20 copies. I go to the printer. I make an order for 20 copies. I take a screenshot. I send it over to Nick. I'm like, Nick, this is what they want. Nick sends me the money, PayPal. I take the PayPal money. I give it to them. I'm like, here's your order. It has to go through me because it's my account. No one else can just go in there and do it. So it has to funnel that way. But that's why screenshots are involved, because trust is important. Trust but verify. So yeah, it's so you'll get them at the cost it costs to print them. You'll get you'll enjoy the full profit off of that, or you can sell them at a discounted rate and still make a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Tim says to tell us all about how many times you crowdfunded your first campaign. Was it?
Well, I'd say see here. I've done 6 so far. First one was Product Access back in 2020. Then later that year is Turn Samurai number 1. And then I think in 2022 I did Turn Samurai number 2. That one I got like I think around 1,300. And then the next year, I think later that trying to remember, either that year I did Screecher number 1. I think that one made, I believe, a little bit under 2,000. I'm sorry, I can't remember these numbers. Then Turn Samurai number 3 made about 1,500 last year. Screechy number 2 made 2,200. So yeah, my number, like basically,
They're growing.
yeah. So I've basically done 5 successful campaigns in a row at this point, and the numbers are just keep growing. So I'm really excited. For Turn Samurai number 4, I'm probably gonna bump up the. And the thing is, I usually make my these last few campaigns. I've actually made my funding goal in like a week and a half. So really good. So with this one, for Turn Samurai number 4, the funding goal is going to be $1,500, and I'll probably get that within 2 weeks, I imagine. I'm not going to promise it. I'm not going to say it's for sure, but that's my prediction.
And you know
at
what
the
you
very
can
least,
do.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to get funded. Like, I'm pretty sure at that amount, knowing what I can do, I'm all but sure that I can at least get the $1,500 by the month's up.
And here's what you can do as a creator through Critical Blast Publishing is you can put a tier on there that says, hey, you want this tier? You're going to get 2100 Samurai number 3, and you can get the hardcover of 1 and 2 signed. So how many are you going to sell? You don't know. So when the campaign's over, you're like, hey, I sold 27 of these signed hardcovers. We're going to go over and say, okay, well, here, we can ship you 27. You do not have to order a minimum quantity of 1,000 or 500 and have stuff sitting around. We print the order. If he sells only 3, we say ship him 3, and they print 3 and they ship it to him. But then you can pre-sell them. They're already done. People know they're done. You sign the book. You put it in you send it back to me. Apparently, I forgot. I'm in this chain again. Dang, the other biz. Put on my other hat. Wait, I can actually do that. Put on my logistics hat, and then I would ship the books out. The books would come to you. You'd sign them. You'd ship back to me, and then the publisher would say, "Hey, you made some money." I just thought of that right now. That's actually not a bad idea. We're doing a similar thing. I did the thing I said I didn't want to do.
Yeah, like actually, I was kind of thinking for the Turn Samurai number 4 Indiegogo, I actually might offer like a special edition of this trade, which has like even more bonus material. Because like we were intending to have like my scripts in there, and we never got around to doing that.
Like we're doing with this. Look around for Perfect 10. This is a prototype copy of what they're crowdfunding. But yeah, you got the scripts, you got the art, you got the finished pages. This is an artist edition, so yeah, you could do the same thing. You got the source art, or special edition again, like you said, where you got the scripts added into it, thumbnails, character concept sketches, even if they're your sketches. It's like I've seen Tom King will sketch on a cover. He's not an artist, but people at the time, they want to see the characters. Anything you had that you kept around, it's like, I've got this idea for the samurai. He kind of looks like this. And then you handed it to the artist. You've still got it. Print that. See, he kept at it and it paid off. Yes, it is. Look, 95% of any job is just showing up. And you guys who are out there creating comics, you keep coming back after every campaign and doing it. That's where the real success is. It's not in, like throwing your pickaxe in the air and it comes down and there's a glint of shiny gold and you're rich all of a sudden. That's not how it normally works. You normally don't hit the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles property on issue.
I mean, they say behind every overnight success is 10,000 hours of hard labor.
Exactly. So, I think, I think we're just yammering now. But,
I mean, I don't mind, but yeah.
I know, but it's late. And folks got the idea. You guys get it. 2100 Samurai, the latest graphic novel from Critical Blast Publishing, until next Tuesday when we'll have another one. It's available on Amazon. It's available on Barnes & Noble. It's available on Walmart. It will be available on Powell's. Keep searching it and they'll figure out, hey, they're searching for this book. Maybe we should get it. They will get it. There's a fifth one that I discovered today, and for the love of God, I cannot remember what it is now. It's only one store in Minnesota, but they've got a really cool website, and they had all of our books. So
Hmm.
I love them already. Um, I think it's just the website for their store, but everything was listed. So whatever big bookstore there is in Minnesota, if you're in Minnesota, it's that one. Hit their
Hmm.
website and check it out. It's two people's names. It's something and something books. Um, and I'll find it again later and bookmark it. But Nick, it's been a hectic ride, but I think we're getting ready to start seeing things pay off now.
Yeah, I agree.
So I want to thank you for coming on, and I want to thank you for multiple things. I want to thank you for taking the faith in Critical Blast Publishing to handle your property. This is your baby.
Hmm.
We understand that, and we want to treat it gently and with respect, and get it out there for people to read. Uh, and I want to thank you for coming on the show to help us, help you, help us uh, by telling everybody that it's there. And
Well,
and
the thing is, you've handled the logistics for like my last, I'd say, 3 campaigns, and you've done an amazing job. You're a joy to work
well, thank
with. So when you said like, "Oh, hey, would you publishing?" It was just kind of a natural extension. Like, hey, I know this guy already. I trust him. Like, I really like working with him. Like, sure. And then you guys were very professional through the entire process. Very patient
and
with
you were
me.
with us. I mean,
Well,
it's a process, and we have several meetups where we go over the stuff, and it's we know it's your stuff. You
I
know,
think it came out well, and I can't wait to have it in my hands.
it's going to happen soon. I'll check see if it's shipped tonight, but usually it's sitting there like print ready for like 9 days and then shipped. I'm like, when did it go to print? They surprise me. They just wait. All right.
Sounds about right.
Everybody in the chat, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We don't have a show without you. We're just a podcast falling in the woods otherwise, making no noise at all. And we're glad you were here. And as always, while you were here, we just hope you had a blast. Good night.